Now let's see if it goes on through. It's saying it's live. Refresh. And we are good. Yep, we are. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Jester Darklight here, playing the. This will surprise you, because I've been benching AI. The AI Somnium Files. No, I'm not doing that. I'm playing the Forgotten City because I almost forgotten about it. So yeah, last time. Oh boy. Oh yeah, it takes a while to load. So last time we got the bow. Oh. Wait, what? Wait, what? Whoa. Whoa. What? Okay, well, I guess I got thumbnails options now. Cool. Anyways, that's not what I wanted. Because I got the flashlight and the bow. We got the bow and we got our flashlight. So that's cool. Oh. I'm just discovering multiple things with the D-pad. Historical film, black and white, cinematic, Mad Mac, The Metrics, Las Vegas, Hellish, Game Child, Mosaic, Retro, Color. Okay, there we go. Default. I'll do default. Is it run? There it is. I have to relearn the controls.
Are they? Keep an eye out for Centella, would you?
Anyways. Oh, and there it is. There.
A new face, are they? And may Vesta what?
Yeah. Been asking people. Some people mentioned
Yes.
coin.
I suppose that could be something. But then most of us do tend to carry coins on our person.
Oh my
don't
god.
we? What else?
Is it Charon?
Yes.
River?
I understand many of our friends were carried here by
I have to
river
actually
current.
review.
What else?
So I'm sorry for anyone who actually
That's
wants
true.
to do something else.
I know I wasn't entirely sure how I wound up here.
Yeah.
It's as I feared. I think I understand what poor Livia has been going through. Let me ask you this. Did you happen to encounter a stranger in the forest before you arrived here?
I did,
And
a young woman.
Did you happen to catch her name?
Karen.
I see. And was this Karen by any chance wearing a hood?
Oh my god.
Because I've seen her before. It's something I think you should see. I think you'd better follow me to the baths.
Alright, I'll meet you
Don't
in the
follow too
baths.
closely. We can't have people thinking we're bathing together.
Okay. Tap X to follow your guide. Oh. What do you want? Hey, no! That is not what you play with. You play with this. We have to wait for her, so. Here you go, kid. I'm gonna play with my old charger. Probably should have played with her before stream. Yeah, I use my old charger because nothing else seems to entertain her. Alright. I think that should be enough time. Right? Yep. That's my charger. If you want to play with something, cat, here, go play with this. Yeah. There you go. Give her the other toy. Anyways. Gotta go to the baths. Gotta bathe myself. Alright. So what does she have to tell me that I didn't already see? What's up?
Alright, you're here. You were asking how I knew the young woman you met by the river was wearing a hood.
Yes.
Here, look down at the bottom of the baths. It's a little hard to make out in this light. If only we could see. Oh, what a marvelous lamp.
Huh.
But do you see it? Somebody waking up by a river in a forest to find a hooded figure with a coin. It's just as you described it, only your pronunciation is a little off. The name you heard wasn't Karen.
What?
It was C-H-A-R-O-N, as in
Car
Charon, the ferryman of the dead. Charon, who in exchange for the right coin, helps the souls of the newly deceased cross
We're
the Styx,
dead?
the river that separates the land of the living from the land of the dead.
When I dragged you out of the river, I thought you were never gonna wake up. I checked your pockets for ID, but all I found was some loose change. Feels like I've spent my whole life in a dead-end job with an endless commute. Sorry if I sounded cagey, it's just that I don't always get the best reactions when I introduce myself. My name's Karen.
There are a bunch of old stories about the gods punishing people by making them do the same futile task over and over. But on the bright side, at least you're not stuck in the underworld like they all were.
We're dead?
I'm so sorry, my friend. I'm so sorry. I take it you know what this means.
We're dead? This is the
Right,
underworld?
so. It's all starting to make sense. All these people whose last memory was running from the fires toward the river. It seems none of them escaped with their lives after all. Perhaps we should be grateful they don't remember their final moments. It also tells us that the Golden Rule is the work of Pluto, the god of the underworld, and why his epithet has always been Father of Riches. I know it's a lot to take in, and you look as if you have questions.
This is
I'll try to answer them if I can.
weird. What the hell? Hey! If you want out, just ask, you damn cat. I don't need to claw out my bed. God. Okay, well, since we're stuck in the underworld, why are we being punished? So, we're
That was
dead.
my first thought too. In the old stories, the underworld was where the souls of the deceased were taken. But it was also possible for the living to reach it without dying, if they were particularly fearless. So I'm afraid I don't know.
Hold on. I'm gonna be quiet for a little bit. Because for me, it sounds like the volume of their voices are I forgot to mute that. It sounds like the voices are a little quiet. It might just be because I've been playing Omnium for so long, and I'm kind of used for their loud noises. Anyways, be right back.
Oh, I'm sorry. I keep forgetting you're not from here. If you were Roman, or even Greek, you would know these stories. Each of them is slightly different, whether the storyteller was Plato, Homer, Virgil, or Ovid. But they always involved the souls of the dead meeting a grim ferryman named Charon on the bank of a river. It was said that he'd help the new arrival cross, only if they could pay him with a coin, an obol. That's why it was once our custom to bury our loved ones with a coin in their mouths. Charon's obol, we called it. Of course, an obol was a kind of Greek coin, because we inherited this knowledge from the Greeks.
Alright. It is slightly quiet, but it's not that bad, so we should be good. I just can't talk over. So why don't you all recognize Charon immediately?
To be fair, the ferryman isn't exactly as the poets described, and he, she, they seem to appear to different people in different guises. You say you saw a young woman named Karen with a hood, and I once heard Kabash mention a stranger in a ram headdress named Kerti, and Rufius described meeting a stranger named Kumut Tabal wearing an eagle headdress. But whatever form this stranger took, they were always wearing a hood of some sort, and their name always began with a K sound. I suspect the only way you'll solve this riddle is if your paths cross again.
That's weird. So, really the guy is just Karen, or Charon. That's weird. Also, I like the fact that they're not gender locked. That's pretty progressive of Charon. Anyways, why are there so few people in the underworld?
Let's see. In the stories, Charon would always require a coin as payment for passage across the river. But that never made any sense to me. What does an ancient immortal being need with coins? In our case, it seems Charon didn't take the coins we had. He or she merely checked we had one in our possession. So, maybe there's something special about the coins each of us had on us. That might explain why we wound up here, but so many others did not.
That is weird. Why were you trying to keep this from me?
No. I mean, I had my suspicions, especially after Livia's ramblings, but I would never have figured it out without your help. I promise you.
That's all the questions I had.
Now that we know where we are, we have to figure out what to do about it, if we don't want to be cast into gold for eternity. We don't have much to go on, except the old stories. I remember 4 in particular about heroes in the underworld.
There's Hades,
Hercules,
Odysseus,
the demigod and son of Jupiter. Orpheus, a Thracian poet. Sisyphus, a king of Ephyra. And Aeneas, a Trojan hero.
There was another one.
Hercules was able to leave the underworld because he cowed its god with his strength.
I thought it was because
Sisyphus
he got
and
the
Orpheus both
servers.
relied on their wits instead. They persuaded the goddess of the underworld, Proserpina, to help them escape. And finally, Aeneas was able to escape with the help of a spirit guide, who led him through a secret gate. So it seems you have 2 options: to confront the god of the underworld head-on, or find a way to escape with the help of Proserpina or some other guide.
Can't we just escape the way you can?
It's a reasonable question, but the problem is, this place is fairly well designed to keep us here. There's no way to climb up the shaft. And even if you could build a ladder big enough, just trying it would break the golden rule. We know that, thanks to the writings left behind by those
How would
who've
it break the
tried.
golden rule? I notice you seem uncomfortable calling the god of the underworld by his name. Why is that?
All Romans try to avoid saying it, and the reason is quite simple. He might hear us. You may refer to him as Pluto, if you wish, but you'll only be calling attention to yourself. Do so at your own peril.
Sure, I will. Tell me more about confronting Pluto head-on.
Shh! Is everyone so blunt where you're from?
Yes. Or actually, no, they're more cunning.
That option would be the boldest, but also the only way to learn the truth about the Golden Rule, and maybe even put an end to it. As I said, Hercules managed to overpower the god of the underworld, but he was a demigod. Forgive my candor, but you are no Hercules.
Fair enough, but yeah, Hercules didn't manipulate time or turn organic matter into gold.
Are you telling me that you can? I won't pretend to understand exactly what that means, but if that's true, then perhaps you stand a chance.
Yeah.
So, if you want to confront him, I'll help you as much as I can. Who knows? Perhaps your name will be uttered in the same sentence as Hercules one day.
That'd be cool.
But first, you'd need an audience with you-know-who, and for that, you'll need to enter the great temple overlooking the city. The problem is, the door has been sealed shut for as long as I've lived here, and there doesn't even seem to be a keyhole. I suspect the answer lies in the desecrated obelisk in front of it. I'm not sure if you noticed, but there are 4 plaques missing from its base.
Yeah.
It looks as though somebody, or a series of somebodies, forcibly removed them, and in doing so, dishonored and angered our divine.
Why would they
people.
do that?
If you could recover and replace all 4 of those missing plaques, I imagine he might be willing to receive an audience again.
Okay. What can you tell me about the obelisk?
Towering stone monument with 4 sides and a pyramid-shaped head that stands before the great temple, a dedication to the god of this place. You'll find them all over Rome, but of course they were looted from Egypt many years ago. It seems one of them made its way here too, although how is a mystery. However, this one is unusual in that each of the 4 sides is decorated in a different style.
Oh,
Roman,
really?
Greek, Egyptian, and another I don't recognize. That means you'll need to recover 4 different plaques.
Interesting.
Roman, Greek, Egyptian, and a 4th, a mystery plaque.
Would it be Christian? Where would I find the Roman
Good
plaque?
question. To answer that, we first need to ask who would have defaced the obelisk in the first place.
Yeah.
It would have had the god's name engraved into it, so it may be that whoever desecrated it wanted that name to be forgotten.
Oh,
And
boy.
there's only one group of people I know of who might want to do that. There's a cult in Rome that often argued there is only one true god. Theirs, of course.
Are you serious?
They've been known to start fires, as well as deface religious monuments whose existence challenged their beliefs. If I were you, I'd go looking for them. Of course, they've all been in hiding since the fire last year, so finding them won't be easy. But I did hear a rumor they have a secret shrine somewhere in the city. Perhaps, if you could find that, you might be able to recover the Roman plaque.
Okay. What about the
I
Greek
don't know.
plaque?
But perhaps you should begin your search with the local Greek fellow, Georgius. His store is in the Forum.
Okay. What about the Egyptian plaque?
Perhaps Kabash, our Egyptian resident, would be able to tell us. Unfortunately, he disappeared weeks ago.
Shit.
But I did hear Aurelia is peddling rumors about him at the tavern, so perhaps you could talk to her, or just take a look in his room.
Okay. Ask Aurelia about Kabash. Oh, I could do that later though, but where would I find the mysterious
I'm afraid
plaque?
you're on your own with that one, but perhaps finding the other 3 will illuminate the way.
Okay. Alright. Let's talk about something else. Tell me more about escaping with the help of, I'm gonna call it Persephone, or a guide.
As I mentioned, both Orpheus and Sisyphus were said to have persuaded Proserpina to help them escape, and Aeneas was guided to the exit. The problem is, those are the stories of a poet, a self-aggrandizing king and a brawler about their own heroic deeds, so they should be taken with a grain of salt.
Okay.
First, Proserpina. What we do know about her is, well, it's a grim tale. It's said the god of the underworld abducted and dragged her here against her will, forcing her into marriage.
So she might be willing to work against him to help us?
If the stories are true, then I suppose so. The problem is, how do we communicate with her without being noticed by her captor? Leaving that aside for a moment, there is also the possibility of a spirit guide. I don't suppose you've come across one of those in your travels?
I heard the female statues whispering to me every now and then.
Truly? And you're only bringing this up now? Then again, I suppose you were worried I'd think you were as mad as Navia.
Oh, she's not
Can you
mad.
tell
Well,
me
she
more?
is kind of mad.
Is it the same voice? What kinds of thing does it say?
It's always the same voice, and she's helpful, if a little cryptic.
Fascinating. Perhaps she's a benevolent spirit. Or perhaps... Perhaps you're hearing the voice of Proserpina herself. If she has indeed been abducted, it would make sense for her to speak in cryptic whispers to avoid detection. Tell me, has she told you anything that might lead you to the way out?
Not yet.
Oh, I see. Well, let me know
Listen
if
to
you
the
hear
whispers.
anything that might be a thread through this labyrinth.
Okay. Alright, I'm ready to get started.
I would suggest not discussing this with anyone. The best we can do for them is to let them remain oblivious for as long as possible. As for Livia, it seems she's been shouldering the weight of this terrible secret all this time. Perhaps it would comfort her to know she's not alone.
I'll try it with Livia, or... I'll try it with
In any
Livia
case,
first.
time is of the essence, so you'd best begin. May Fortuna guide you. Although you may not need her with Proserpina on your side.
Oh my god! Hold on. I gotta grab my Skittles of... My gummy Skittles! Alright, I gotta put them in here. My jelly bean bag. Yeah. I barely... The only thing I've eaten was on the stream earlier, on the AI. Which was, chips and bean dip, or not bean dip, meat and cheese dip. Okay. Love Skittles gummies. They got less sugar too. Not only that, but they don't tear up my mouth like other, normal Skittles. Alright. Alright. Alright, weighted against the current. So something against currents. Let's let Livia know first. Hello. Let's see if I can see it on the edge of my... Oh yeah. You can see him on the very edge of your vision. Anyways. Let's let her know. Oh, I do want to check up here though. More denarii. Hello, Livia.
Just as the ocean accepts the rivers of all the world, so this place accepts all the souls. But it does not notice the crowds that come.
I figured it out. I know where we are.
Say it. Speak its name.
The underworld.
Then it is true. I was right.
You were.
I thought I saw it, but when the rest of them could not, I kept thinking I must have gone insane. I had to tell myself it was true over and over again, until I wasn't sure if I was deceiving myself. I must apologize if my words seem cryptic. I'd found comfort in reciting the Metamorphoses by our great poet Ovid.
Oh, really?
He gives such an uncanny description of this place. I cannot help but wonder if he himself came here. Would you like to hear it?
Sure.
I will do my best to remember the relevant
seems
verse.
interesting.
There is a downward path, gloomy with fatal yew trees. It leads through dumb silence to the infernal regions. The sluggish Styx exhales vapor, and by that way, the shadows of the newly dead descend, entombed with full rites, and the ghosts of those, at last, given proper burial. The wide, thorny waste is cold and pallid, and the newly arrived shades are ignorant of the road that leads to the Stygian city, where Black Dis has his cruel palace.
Who's this?
As the ocean accepts the rivers of all the world, so this place accepts all the souls, and is never too small for any populace, nor notices the crowds that come. There the bloodless shadows wander without flesh or bone. Some crowd the forum, some the house of the ruler of the depths. Others follow their trades, imitating their previous lives, and still others incur punishment. I hope I have done it justice, and now we share a secret. It's as if you've lifted a great burden from my shoulders. Thank you, friend. I think I should rest.
Alright. Wait, she's not? That's interesting. Well, anyways. Want to check out the audio first. Lower the ambience. And music. Here we go. 10% should be good enough. Now let's check where the leads are. Let's check the leads. Ah, here we are. A virtuous man. I guess I'll have to go back in time to do virtuous man. Water under the bridge. We're going to have to get into the upper cistern. Secret admirer. Okay, locked villa. Malicious villa. Roman plaque. Find the Roman plaque. Rufus. Elias. Interlocked shrine. Egyptian. talk to the old man. Greek woman, a statue probably is that's cool. Anyways. Oh god, this is gonna be a loading zone. Damn. That's interesting though. The god is Hades or Pluto. I'm just gonna call him Deadly H. Anyways.
Ah, a visitor. Welcome, welcome. May I ask?
I'm Jester.
It's a sincere pleasure to meet you. Tell me, what brings...
I'm looking for a plaque that I'm looking for Kabash.
Ah, Kabash. I know this man. He came through here some weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
I will tell you everything I know, but first, a request. I've been living down here alone for many years, with nobody to talk to but myself.
Okay.
The one thing I long for above all else before I die is a good philosophical argument with somebody astute. I'm hoping that person is you.
Mm-hmm.
Let us find out with this simple question. Have you deduced the name of the god responsible for the Golden Rule?
Pluto, god of the underworld.
Excellent. I see you are indeed quite astute. Very few come to that realization before their time in the sun is over. Now, will you join me in a friendly Socratic dialogue?
Socratic? Sounds easy enough.
Wonderful. Then let me begin with a question. Would you say you know the difference between right and wrong?
I'm not sure. It's a complex
You are
question.
an overthinker too. We're the same then. It is probably why I became a philosopher. But if you struggle with right and wrong normally, then down here with the Golden Rule, surely your struggle can only have become more difficult.
Yeah, I guess
Well,
so.
that's reassuring. And the truth is, you're not alone. You see, out there in the world, being uncertain about right and wrong was acceptable, because our mistakes rarely had consequences. So we would tell lies and bend rules and turn a blind eye and rationalize, and yet still find a way to think of ourselves as good people. But under the Golden Rule, morality matters. The slightest wrongdoing could result in a mass execution. So to navigate this maze, we would have to be certain about the difference between right and wrong. Wouldn't you agree?
Whose version of right and wrong?
That is an excellent question, and it leads directly to my next line of inquiry. So let me ask you this. Is there one system of morality which is always perfectly correct, which you could follow in every situation and always do the right thing?
No, I don't
Are
think
you
so.
sure? Or is it